Are we live? I think we're live. This is awesome. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the live feed. My phone. Oh, I should turn the volume down. Oh, there we go. My phone. Oh, I should turn the volume down. Huh, interesting. It's supposed to have ultra low latency, but the latency does not seem that low. I want to test this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4-second delay. Huh. Okay. Hopefully this time I will see when people come into the live chat. So, why am I live? Because I'm not dead. And I just felt like going live. Plus, I can see myself in the screen here, so it acts like a mirror. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Kind of thirsty. Mm. 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 That's my impression of vocab. Every time I burp, it's an impression of vocab. Hey, Radical Love, what you doing? What's going on? That's also my impression of vocab. Again, for those tuning in, I'm running this live stream at an ultra low frequency. You can do normal latency, low latency, or ultra low latency. So from what I can tell, if you do normal, there's a 20-second delay between what I'm saying and then what you're seeing. When it's when it's low latency, 8 seconds. Ultra low, right now, 4 seconds. So I don't know. It might be kind of weird. Hi, Radical Love. Hey, I see you. Oh, it's Corrence. It's Corrence. Hi, Corrence. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. So, if you watched the video yesterday, you'll know that I was promoting my friend's Indiegogo campaign. He's an artist. He put a campaign for his book, his second book, art book. He's got this, I don't even know what you call it, brand, Punching Pandas. It's got this character. He just calls it Panda, and he does artwork. And so he's completed a second book, and now he did an Indiegogo campaign to get the book published. All the artwork is done, cover, everything's designed. I think the funds is just for the book, printing, publishing, all that. And the campaign's ending today. So I thought, why not push for it? So if you look at the description, there's actually a link to the Indiegogo campaign. I believe the campaign ends at midnight tonight. So today's Saturday, July 20th. So I believe it ends at midnight Pacific Daylight Time, not Pacific Standard Time, because we're not on Standard Time in the US. So it's PDT. But Pacific Daylight Time. So go check it out. You can also check out his website, nolenlee.com, NOLENLEE.com. And you can buy some of his stuff. I think his art is really cool. I recently reconnected with him at a wedding. Sat next to him. We just talked. And it was really cool. Give you an example of something that he's drawn. Oh. Yeah. So you can see it's a bunch of pandas at the public market center. What's the topic? Punching pandas, Radical Love, is the topic. Wait, topic of what? This video? You can hear me, right? So, this is one of his pieces. I don't want to glare. Is there a glare? There's a glare. There's a bit of the glare. Here, let me turn this light off. Okay, I think you can kind of see it. So this, if any of you have been to Seattle, this is probably one of the places that you would be taken to if you have friends here. It's just like one of those things. It's called Pike Place Market, not Pike's Place. Okay, it's not Pike's Place. It calls it Pike's Place. You sound like a stupid outsider. But it's Pike Place Market, and you'll see this big sign that says Public Market Center. And if you're a fan of Frasier, there was one episode where they actually filmed in Seattle and they went to that market. So I like this. I like his artwork. I think it's pretty cool. Hold on. I want to see if I can show you some of his other artwork. He's got one where oh, this one's nice. This is not Seattle related, but open a new tab. But okay, so another one. There's the panda. There's a fox sitting in a tree. Camp meeting. What is going on? What is the topic? You're sticking your tongue out at me. The topic of the camp meeting. What? What's going on? Anyway, so another example of his art. I think it's pretty cool. So he's the second book that he's releasing is I guess it's a 90-page book with featuring his art, and I guess it has haikus by Panda, not the Panda, just Panda. His name is Panda. He likes to punch. If you go to the Indiegogo campaign, there's different reward levels. Actually, let me go ahead and take a look. If I can get to the campaign. If you, I think at the perk level, the lowest perk level, I think it's $15. You can get a paperback version of the book, I believe. I don't know how much it's going to retail for. There's 5 hours left in the campaign, approximately. 5 hours. Actually, it's probably less than 5 hours. It's rounding down, I believe. So, $15 USD. You can get Paper Panda. So, paperback of Panda is Still Fat. Panda is Still Fat and other panda haikus. If you pledge $20, I guess you don't get the book, but you get a plushie version of the panda. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it just goes on and on. 25, you get the hardcover. $40, you get the sticker pack and the hardcover. $50, you get the 2 hardcovers, the first book and the new book. You get some prints as you go up. The highest one, you get an art commission. He's going to do an art commission. Ow! You can't hear me. Oh! You're on a call. Okay. Lawrence, you can hear me, right? Tell her what's going on. Wait, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? This is so confusing. So confused. Anyway, so I don't know. I kind of hope he doesn't even see this video. I don't think there's any reason that he would, except maybe if you do go to the link, if you press the link to the campaign, it would probably show in the analytics that it came from this page, and he would see this. So now I'm kind of embarrassed. So why am I doing this? I don't know. I think I just like the idea of promoting something that my friends are doing or family and thinking that I'm having an impact. Something just something cool about that, making a difference, right? It's like, ooh, look, I did something and it made a difference. And if I didn't do it, that thing would have happened, right? So it's like even one person pledges, like if I hadn't done this, you wouldn't have gotten that pledge. So why not? I don't know that anyone would actually do it, but maybe you guys will become aware of his work and follow it, and might decide to buy something in the future. And that will support him and his family. So I think that's cool. I put a bunch of links in the description. His website, nolanlee.com. Also, there's punchingpandas.com for specifically Punching Panda stuff. He also has Instagram, which I think maybe he uses the most. I noticed he's been going live on Instagram last couple of days, mostly to push for the final stretch of the campaign. He also has YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's all in the description. Yeah, I subscribed to him a while back and would kind of notice when he would go live, but I didn't turn on notifications because I think when I subscribed to him, turning on notifications was not a thing I would do. And then when I reconnected with him at the wedding, I was like, oh, I got to turn on notifications. And I even said, hey, maybe I'll send some of my viewers your way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm fulfilling my promise. It wasn't even a promise. It was just like a, hey, maybe I'll do this. So that's not a promise. What would you call that? I'm fulfilling my, I don't know what you would call it. Let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Are you guys even listening to me? You guys are so mean. I can't. I'm at a church camp meeting in Missouri, and I'd really be here for about a week. Siblings. Wait, you're at a camp meeting and you're watching me live? Is it like free time or something? It's kind of interesting. I guess I'm honored. Okay, what do you guys want to talk about? Do you have any questions about Punching Pandas? Because I don't know. I don't actually know that much. But maybe I can find some more artwork. Let me look at the gallery. You guys still here? It says 0 in the live chat. That makes me very sad. It makes me so sad. Ooh, I like this one. Oh no, this is the public market one. Oh, that's all for the gallery. Let me go to the shop. See what some of the stuff he's selling. No one's chatting anymore. Oh, there he is. Hey, Chandler. Corns Chandler. Sister Corns. Just getting at. You skipped it because you have to type a response to Rambo 7 tonight. Master Rambo 7. You have to drop out soon. Oh, it's sad. It makes me so sad. You're always yelling at me to go live, and then you have to drop out. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. I'm looking for a good... Ooh, Orca! Dang it. View product. See, and he has some like original art colors. Are watercolors that are 8x10. So they're like original, right? They're not digital pictures. They're like $300 each. And I'm like, man, I kind of want to get it. Like, but it's $300, which I'm sure it's worth it. But it's just like, you're kind of like, you're really spending that kind of money. But it'd be cool to have like an original piece from him. So here's an orca. Here, let me turn off the light again. Here's Panda with an orca. Roxby was asking about orcas last night. But there's Panda catching an orca. That's hilarious. I kind of want this one actually. How much is it? $15 to $25. 25 for a 13x19 print. See, that's the thing with me. It's like you have two options, and there's a more expensive option. I kind of want to go for the expensive one, Then again, if I had already a bunch of other prints and they were all 8x10, I'd probably be torn. Do I want the big one? Or do I want the 8x10 so that I can put them all together and they all look all uniform on the wall? Oh, Sister Corns. You're so precious. Uh, so when you came on, but I just can't afford to procrastinate me any longer. It's tragic, really. This is my favorite apologetic channel. Apologetics, and I should do some kind of like apologetic stuff, or just kind of some of my observations about things. Like I kind of I've kind of been noticing like the division in our society right now, especially for those of us in the U.S. Probably not even just in the U.S. The Western world, right? Politics, everything's divided between like left and right, and you even get like within the church, Christians are like, going left and right, whatever left and right means. And sorry, I'm getting hair on my touch screen, and it's kind of like you almost see like seems like the church is getting split, right? Kind of like when Trump was elected, you got some people that were like pro Trump, some people voted for him because they they were either going to vote Republican or Democrat, and so they voted Republican, right? For some people, it's like they're not going to vote for someone who is pro-abortion, pro-choice. So, and they're definitely going to vote for either Republican or Democrat because they know that's one of the ones that are going to win. They're not going to vote third party, so that's what they do, right? Or they might vote Democrat because whatever. And then you get a lot of media coverage of so-called evangelicals that support Trump, and then that becomes the perception of evangelicals is that they all just support Trump, and a lot of self-identified evangelicals do. And I'm not trying to say that's good or bad. Politics is kind of over my head. I will say that I find it perplexing people who feel that Trump is a Christian. I don't see evidence of that. He was at I think Liberty University saying like, "Oh, the Bible is my favorite book, right? It's the best book." And then the next one is what, The Art of the Deal or something like that. And he's clearly pandering, right? Pandering to the crowd. I mean, he may have some respect for the Bible. I don't know, but clearly that election created a huge split. I mean, there was already a split, right? And there was this huge split, and like not just the country, like within those who identify as Christians, you get this split, and there's people that are just like upset at each other, right? Even like you're gonna get people that are upset that they didn't vote for Hillary because it's like not voting for Hillary is voting for Donald, right? Something like that. So, and then by doing that, you basically elected American Hitler. And it's causing a lot of strife. And it's interesting because some people they just don't want to talk about it anymore, right? They're like, oh, the time for discussion is done. There's nothing left to talk about. If you can't see things my way, that's it. And I can kind of understand it, but it's like if you don't want to talk anymore, you're just not going to get anywhere, right? And I see this split that's happening within like the church. I guess I say the church. I hesitate to. I mean, technically, the church is anyone who is a true believer in Christ, who is saved, and they're part of the body of Christ. So that's the church. So there's people that call themselves the Christians. They are part of a church, but they may not be true believers. So technically, they're not part of the church, the body of Christ. So I'm saying church in kind of a loose way. People who identify as Christians, and maybe they go to church every week. Maybe they're not just Sunday Christians, or they're not just like Easter, Christmas Christians. They're involved in their local church community somehow. But it's like once Sunday service is over, once they're done singing, they just go back to their own lives, and maybe they do devotions, maybe they're part of a small group, but that's it. So I'm using the term church somewhat loosely here. So you see a split in there, right? And it's like, and there could be a split within the body of legitimate believers in Christ, um, and it's sad, and you kind of it's like you think it's part of the devil's work, and you probably get people on either side of this left right split that would probably agree, and they said, oh yeah, it's the devil's causing the left to be blinded, or the left might say the devil's causing the right to be blinded, and kind of makes me think of Star Wars prequel, right? The way Palpatine caused a split between the Separatists and the Republic, and he was pulling strings on both sides. I'm like, I feel like I see parallels, right? Like they're almost, I'm not I don't know that much about eschatology. I did read Left Behind, though I never did finish the 12th book for some reason. I just never did. Maybe I lost interest, kind of. But I do kind of have an understanding of eschatological interpretation that Tim LaHaye had. I guess that's dispensational. Is it dispensational eschatology? I don't know. I don't necessarily hold to that, pre-tribulation rapture type thing. But it what you get from Left Behind at least is a narrative that helps you to understand an interpretation of what you see in Revelation and their end time prophecies. So I'm just like, ooh, kind of wonder, like, are we leading into the end times? Is this Palpatine kind of like a symbol of the Antichrist? So I don't know. I just see parallels, and a lot of times I go on Facebook and I will post on this just because it's just like it's on my mind. I'm like, man, prequel trilogy. I just feel like I see parallels within like the Republic and the Separatists being divided, because it's like, really, you think about it, that you're watching the prequel trilogies, and in a way you're supposed to kind of be looking at the Republic as the good guys, right? Because it's like Obi-Wan's in the Republic, and oh, Dino's in here. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Republic. Obi-Wan's in the Republic, so it seems like he's the Republic is the good guys, and the Jedi is part of the Republic. And you see the Sith doing stuff on behalf of the Separatists, even though I don't think the Separatists. No, they knew they were. Some of them knew they were working with the Sith. I don't think all of them knew they were working with the Sith. But here's the thing: what happens at the end of the trilogy? The Republic wins the war, the Clone Wars. Separatists lose. But is that a good thing? Because the Republic becomes the Empire, and the Empire was the bad guys in the original trilogy, right? So really, is the Separatists or the Republic, were either of them the good guys? I don't think so. Not really. I mean, you had probably good guys that are a part of maybe either camp. I would say Obi-Wan was a good guy. Anakin was in his own way a good guy before he fell. Qui-Gon was a good guy. Mace Windu, I think, probably a good guy. I mean, most thought of him as a good guy. I don't know. It's weird kind of thinking about it, because you're looking at a universe that's not within the Christian worldview, and it's like, from a secular worldview, I think we kind of look at people based on their actions, and we kind of say we try to figure out if they're a good person or not based on the merits of their actions. And it's like, obviously, yes, from a Christian worldview, that's not how it works. We're all fallen. We're all in need of redemption outside of ourselves. Of course, you can't apply that worldview to Star Wars, which happened a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So it's like, who's a good guy? Who is righteous? Because none of them have faith in Christ. So I don't know. Duty calls. Is that like a call of nature, but just more specific, Corinth? Okay, Sister Corinth, you go have a nice dump. Oh man, it's hot. I'm gonna turn the fan up. I hope you can still hear me. Maybe I'll turn that back down. I don't want to ruin the audio. Okay, what are you guys saying in the live chat? Why don't you say anything? Can you not hear me? Oh, what are you talking about? Willis? What are you talking about, Phyllis? Good points? Oh, thank you. Thanks, sis. So yeah, Star Wars. That's kind of like something I wanted to think about. And you know what? Star Trek. Star Trek has a new series that came out last year, Star Trek Discovery, which is supposed to take place 10 years before the original series with Kirk and Spock and them all, with starring William Shatner, that version of Star Trek. Not connected to the Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, J.J. Abrams version, because that's in a separate timeline, the Kelvin timeline. We're talking about prime timeline, Star Trek Discovery. Oh, wait, here comes my impression of vocab. Oh, it's such a good impression of vocab. But so Star Trek Discovery, it has a lot of theological themes, I feel. And if I was good at being a TV movie critic and good at articulating theology, yeah, I'd probably like use this channel to talk about like how you can see theological symbolism within Star Trek Discovery, especially this last second season that aired, I think this year, 2019. I think it started airing in 2019, like in January, right? It was like a half season premiere. And there's a lot of I don't know that much about Reformed theology, but I feel like you could potentially illustrate some Reformed theology through what was going on in this season of Star Trek Discovery. Kind of, if you go back into Vocab's videos, some of the ones around the time that he was uploading the commentary for Islamicize Me, he also uploaded some clips from a talk he did, I think somewhere at a conference or something, and he was doing parallels between Star Wars and Calvinistic theology, Reformed theology. And I feel like you could do, they're not even just limited to Reformed theology, but just theology in general. I think there's a lot of parallels in the new Star Trek. I can sense it. Like I can kind of feel it. Like just like watching all of vocab stuff and other people's stuff, and then just going through Discovery. I'm like, man, I feel like it just kind of like triggers something in my mind. I'm like, I feel like I can see. My instincts tell me that there's a parallel. I just don't know how to articulate it, which sucks, because then I could really have a channel with content. About going live. Yeah, sorry. Well, just turn notifications on, Dinu. All you need to do is know about Reformed theology, brother, is that it's truer than true. Oh, yeah, because you're Reformed. Truer than true? That's highly suspicious. How long have we been going? There's no counter on this thing. What happens when I go through Google Hangouts? There's no counter. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Go bag of poop. Ooh, I can screen share. I should have done that for like the Punching Panda stuff. Hold on. Nah, I don't want to do it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Just give me a sec. Hold on. Just playing around with these apps. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Just give me a sec. I'm not looking at your comments. I'm not looking at your comments. I'm kind of looking at your comments. I'm highly suspicious. Your conversation with Rambo 7. How are you even talking to Rambo 7? Like, a closet Muslim. Oh, man. You know, it's funny. I took this class called Perspectives. I think the full name is Perspectives on the World Christian Movement, or is it? What is it called? It's basically about missions, and I highly recommend everyone take this class. But one thing that they had mentioned was in one of the sessions was that you had Christians in Muslim countries, in a Muslim country, who they would convert, but because there was a threat to their life, to having converted to Christianity, they would continue to call themselves Muslim. But the logic, and they would worship, they would go to the mosque and worship, but they would worship Yahweh as opposed to Allah of the Quran. And I think the, kind of the way that they reconciled calling themselves Muslim outwardly in their hearts was that Muslim belief means one that submits to Allah, and Allah could, I think it's arguably, you could say that that is an Arabic translation of the word to refer to God. So I think there are Arabic Christians that say Allah when referring to God. I hear arguments against that, but so I think that whole idea is like they will call themselves Muslims because even as Christians, they are submitted to God, and that way they could, they say, yeah, we're Muslims. They just in a different way, Muslims to the one true God. I thought that was interesting. Kind of reminds me of going back to Left Behind. In Left Behind, you had the Antichrist being assassinated 3.5 years into the tribulation, I believe, and then he gets resurrected. So I think when he's resurrected, in their interpretation, he was indwelt by Satan. But anyway, so he was resurrected. Obviously, this is meant to like parallel like Christ, right? He's like, oh, he's like the real Messiah or something. So you have the Antichrist who's resurrected, and so you'd have this they'd have this greeting that people would say, oh, he is risen, and then the person would say, he is risen indeed. Funny thing is, I didn't know that Christians actually said that, right? I didn't know that was a Christian thing when I was reading Left Behind, and so I remember the characters. So you had Christians who were undercover. They didn't reveal that they were Christians so that they could be out in the open, because it would be illegal to be Christians at that point in the story. And so there was a required greeting: he is risen indeed, right? And if you don't say it, obviously they're referring to the Antichrist, Nikolai Carpathia. If you don't say it, you get outed, right? And it seems like it's a good way to out Christians, because Christians don't want to acknowledge any kind of miraculous. They don't want to attribute anything miraculous to the Antichrist, right? So, but what they would do in their hearts was, in order to be able to not be found out, is somebody who believed in the Antichrist, they would say, he is risen. Then the Christian would say, he is risen indeed. But they would say it referring to Yahweh, right? Or to Jesus. He is risen indeed, right? That way they could say it. They said it in a way that was true to their heart, without compromising their place within the Antichrist society. That's interesting. I'm sure that there's arguments against why you would do that or not. Lie of omission and that kind of thing. But yeah, so I am not a closet Muslim. Who's saying goodnight? Is Corin's leaving? All right, I am going to do it for real this time. I'm going to have to I'm going to go. I have to finish this. Good night. God bless. Take care. Lord willing, I will see you soon. All right. Take care, sis. Oh man, I'm hot. Oh, I am so hot. Okay. So, oh wait, Gino came in late. Gino, are you still here? When was your last message? 8:05. Yeah, you should still be here. That was 3 minutes ago. So, I was talking about my friend. I think you came in after her. Don't you know it? I do know it. I was talking about my friend who's doing an Indiegogo campaign. There is probably about 4 hours left in the campaign, and you should totally contribute to it, Dinu. Punching Pandas. Okay? He does art. He does art, and he's releasing a book. I keep looking at my phone because I'm looking at the chat. I should look at the camera. He's releasing a book, a second book, an art book that has haikus in it and features his character called Panda. Here. I think you came in after. Okay, my friend Nolan. He has an Indiegogo campaign, kind of like a Kickstarter, right? I showed you this before. I'm pretty sure I showed you this offline, or not offline, but not off this live stream. And he's doing an Indiegogo campaign. The Indiegogo campaign is in the description. The link is in the description. The campaign ends today. He's raising funds for his book. And if you give at certain levels, you get rewards, like the book. So, an example of his artwork. Turn this off so you don't see a glare. I like this one. I think it's pretty. Like I would totally put this up somewhere. I think that's pretty cool. You can see there's the panda at the bottom. That's his character. Panda with boxing gloves. When? How? Go to the link in this. Go to the link in the description. Dinu. Hold on. Let me get into the live chat. My channel. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Just give me a sec. That's also my impression of vocab. Okay, man, I'm hot. Just gonna pause this live stream. Okay. Copy link address. 5 W's. Oh, okay. I see. You're just confusing me. You're distracting me with your daggone comments. Oh, that's a terrible. Dang it. Hold on. Let me find a proper link. YouTube just alters my links. I hate you, YouTube. You're so fat, YouTube. YouTube is fat. Huh? Yeah. I know. You can demonetize this all you want, YouTube, but you've already demonetized me because I didn't have so many hours of view time and I didn't have 1,000 viewers. But I'm still putting up content that people watch. You could put ads on those and still make money, but you didn't want to, so you're idiots. You know, you could be showing ads to these people right now. Okay. Dag nabbit. No. Daggone. Okay, here's the link. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Sit. Fat with a PH. There. Okay. Indiegogo campaign. Go to that link. In fact, I think if enough people pledge through that link, I get like a patch or something. There's a contest. Anyway, just check that out. He's raising funds for his book. All the artwork is done. The book is done, basically. He just needs funds to publish it. So, yeah, I'm just trying to support him. Recently connected with him at the wedding. Sat next to him. We talked about our respective YouTube channels, as well as things like Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, and the like. The IDW, the International Intellectual Dark Web, which most people, I feel like, don't know who they are. when I talked to them. So it was really nice to be seated next to a guy that understood this internet culture. Okay, here, let me show you another. Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Just hold on. Okay. Here. This is pretty cool, right? Public Market Center, DNU. This is depicting something, a place that is in Seattle, which everyone will go to when they visit Seattle. I haven't been there in years, though, like years. Has it been more than a decade since I've actually been there? Quite possibly. I think it was the last time I was there was probably 2006. Yeah, when my cousin was visiting. Dang. Shows what kind of local I am. I don't go out. I need people to come visit so that I can actually go see. I mean, think about it. The Space Needle, right? Space Needle. I guess it's this place that tourists go, but I haven't been to the Space Needle probably since the 90s. Like up it. Like probably even like early 90s. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. That's not even last decade. Oh my gosh. I'm so old. I'm so freaking old. I'm just an old fart. Oops, that was my phone. I'm an old fart. Turn this fan back on. Okay, so support Nolan. Check it out. Even if you don't want to contribute to the campaign, maybe just like bookmark his YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, follow him on Instagram, Twitter, DNU, Twitter, DNU, Twitter, Facebook, DNU, Facebook. Okay, you know what else I got today? Foundations. R.C. Sproul. An overview of systematic theology. So, I saw it advertised on Facebook. And it was like, ooh, what's this? I didn't even know what like Legionnaires is. But then they were like, here, just like donate some money and you'll get, this, I don't know how many, it's an 8-volume DVD as a gift. And I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of good. But then I was like, what is this ad on Facebook? And I kind of looked them up and I was like, oh, sounds legit. So I donated. I don't know if that was stupid or not, but I donated. And I think it was like, I think the cost that they figured was $8. So everything above $8, you would get a tax deductible. You could deduct it from your taxes. So I was just like, I think I probably gave like $10 or something. I don't know. I figured that was worth it because usually I think you get like big series like this, costs a bunch, right? It's like 8 DVDs here. This is a special edition. Only it kind of broke on the way. It's kind of weird. 8 DVDs. I don't know. So the DVDs, they're all stacked, which is fine because this is like cheap, right? $8 for this whole thing. So in order to get to the bottom one, you have to lift out the other ones. And the thing is, this little thing in the middle here is not tall enough to touch the cover, so the DVDs, they fall out. They fall out. Thing is, there is a fastener. There is a fastener. Ugh, let me put this away. That came with it. You see there's a little tooth thing there, and what you do is you stick it in there and you twist it so it locks. Problem is, this piece here on the top actually broke. I just put it back there, but it's broken. See? 2 pieces. So if you try to put it back and then lock it, the thing just falls into the hole. So what I think I'm going to have to do is maybe super glue this, because this actually as far as breaks go, it's a good break in that when I put it back, look at that. So I put it back. This thing doesn't fall out. So it's probably shaped in such a way where it has a good mechanical bond right now. And super glue, I can get a chemical bond, I guess. Put it back in there. Whatever. I mean, this was essentially free. $8, $10, I guess. What's weird is though you have these DVDs on the top, and they're all like legit DVDs, right? Disc 1, disc 2. Oh, there's my impression of vocab again. So I think you have 8 DVDs. Wish they were Blu-ray. I think these are old because these are only 4x3. Instead of widescreen. Let's see, disc 8 of 8. Okay, so there's actually 6 discs here, or 9 discs. I set it upside down. Hey, Believe in Thinkers! What's up, dude? Genreka. Sean! Sometimes you just want to go where everyone knows your name. Okay, so disc 8. Well, let's look at disc 7. It's kind of scratched. Look at disc 7. So I don't know if you can tell. It's got that, silvery DVD look, right? That you see in most DVDs that you buy. And then you get to disc 8. And I don't know if it's because it's the last disc, so they didn't need to put as much content on there. But you see how it's kind of purplish? This is a DVD-R. Right? These are not video messages. This is a DVD-ROM disc. Oh wait, this is the MP3. Sorry, I picked the wrong one. This one. This is the DVD. This is the DVD-R. So this is a DVD video. I don't know why this is the kind of disc that you would buy and you would record it yourself on a computer with a DVD burner. It's different from this because these I think need to be pressed like by a professional machine or whatever, I don't understand. I mean, it's almost like it's a bootleg, but these are legit. And then the last disc, the 9th disc. Oh, that's scratched? No, it's not scratched. This is the one I picked up earlier. So this is another DVD-R. This has MP3s on it, 60 messages. So I don't know. RC Sproul. I thought, why not? I was just like, ooh, systematic theology. I'm gonna pay $10. I think it was $10. $10 for this series. Hopefully it's good. Problem with me is I buy things, I get things. I get books, I don't read them. I get DVDs, I don't read them. Like I got a bunch of stuff from Zondervan Academic the other month because they had like a deal on it, like 50% off. So I got like, I don't know, what was it? Basic Biblical Greek, Basic Biblical Hebrew. And then it was like Evangelical Theology, Historical Theology, Systematic Theology. There's all these like series, classes, lessons, like 40 plus lessons on these topics. And I'm like, I hope I watch it. But it's like, why? I don't know. I also got Seeking All of Finding Jesus, which is pretty cool. Just to watch that, right? Just to watch just the video itself. I think that's cool. You like RC Sproul? I'm looking at my phone. If you're wondering why I'm wearing gloves, I don't like to get fingerprints on my DVDs cases. I'm kind of, I don't know what the word is. You know what the word is. I don't want to say the word. Oh, I fell out again. But I just like to keep it all glossy and stuff. And I don't like getting fingerprints on my those. Also today, I got Interstellar on 4K Blu-ray. Funny thing is, I've never actually seen it. But there was a deal on Prime Day. It's like $14.99 plus 20% off because I'm a Prime member. So I thought, oh, fine, I'll get it. Oh, and what's cool, let me put on my gloves again. Put all my gloves again. I'm a collector of movies. I like physical media. So I like to get my movies on Blu-ray, on disc. This actually has the slipcover, which is pretty cool because if you don't know, these days, movies, I used to hate these too. Like back when it was like on DVDs, every once in a while they'd have these, and I'm like, oh, it's such a hassle to take this off. But then I kind of like it. I just when it's on your shelf, it just looks kind of cool, as opposed to like I don't know this with that border on top. Even though this has the border too, kind of, but it's like it just looks more professional. But here's the thing: usually, if you want the slipcover, you have to buy the disc when it first comes out, and sometimes even then, you're not guaranteed to get the slipcover. So if you're ordering from like Amazon, you're like, it could be a kind of a toss up. And I suspect they're trying to get people to go into like the brick and mortar stores like Best Buy and Target to actually make sure that they can get the slipcovers. Um, Also, after a while, you can't get the slipcovers, right? Like if you want to get it, your best chance is to get it in the beginning because they'll stop including slipcovers. This has been out for a little while on 4K Blu-ray. I still got the slipcover. I stopped. I stopped. I'll only try to get slipcovers for certain things like Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, and I've resigned myself to not try to get slipcovers for everything because it's just too expensive to try to keep up with that. But I'm happy that it came with a slipcover. I'm a collector. What can I say? Ooh, we got some new monitors. Cool. I try not to buy too many things on Prime Day. I try not to buy anything, but I was like, 20% off. I'll just get it. Give me a sec. I'm looking at your comments, guys. I'm looking at your comments. The Greek is worth it. Mount's professor is a bit dry. Is that the one? Is that the... Hold on. I want to take a look. You're right. It is Mount's. Cool. Cool. Yeah, do you know what is your fave film? Have you told me before? Is it Magic Mike? Anyway, oh, too hot to wear these gloves. Okay, the Leaving Fingers came in late, I think. So, sorry. So, Sean, Erica, or is it just Sean? I don't know. Sorry, this is hard to like look at the comments. If you did not hear, I am also promoting my friend's Indiegogo campaign. You can check out his artwork, punchingpandas.com. Not the Punching Pandas, punchingpandas.com, or go to northernlee.com and look at Punching Pandas. Everything's in the description box. He's got an Indiegogo campaign that is ending today. He's raising funds for his second book, which features haikus from his character, Panda. So I like his artwork. I think it's pretty cool. Just Sean. Okay. Yeah. Check it out. Campaign ends today. Even if you don't contribute to the campaign, though, use my link. Use my link that I put in the description box because apparently there's a contest. People who refer the most backers get like a patch or something. I doubt. I'm sure there's other people who have already referred more than I have. But check out their social media too. Check out his YouTube, his Instagram. I think his artwork is pretty cool. Like honestly, I don't have any of it right now, though. I guess I backed the Indiegogo campaign, so I will get some of the artwork, some prints from him. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. So I like to send things my friend's way. You can also check out my cousin's stuff. I think. Let me see. My cousin he doesn't really put stuff on his YouTube channel anymore. He tried for like a short while because I told him that he should be doing some vlogging, which I call o-logging. That was way back in like 2006 or something. I think 2007 that he was doing that. But he's an artist too. My cousin Derek. He had this property. Well, I guess his company. I don't know if it's like registered or anything like that, but it's called Panda Rage Productions. Used to be called Panda Rage Press. I reconnected with him in 2006. No, 2005. No, 2004. Because his sister came to visit us. His sister and his mom and his dad came to visit us. Oh, my laptop is running out of batteries. Okay, I just plugged it back in. So we reconnected in 2004 and found out that he had this webcomic called Otaku Blues. And it was basically a webcomic that was based slightly on his life, on him. So kind of like you could say it was like a tongue-in-cheek version of himself, kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David, or I don't know what's another good example where somebody plays themselves, but it's not really themselves. Anyway, so it's a webcomic. It was a webcomic based loosely on himself. And then when we reconnected, he ended up including characters based on me and my cousin Terry, because I used to run around with a camcorder all the time in family gatherings. So that was kind of like basically he created a caricature of me, of a guy always recording something with a video camera. And the basic idea between our characters, it was Nate and Terry. They went to go. The storyline was that Nate and Terry went to go visit DC. That's his character's name. Is DC. Went to go visit DC in Chicago, and apparently our characters had this web show, the Nate and Terry show, where I would film Terry doing crazy stunts. And so it was a big hit. So he had this webcomic that we were like recurring characters, and then we became regulars, and then he doesn't do it anymore, unfortunately. He doesn't do Otaku Blues anymore. It's not even up, I think. I kind of hope that he will put that back up again at some point. But Panda Rage Productions is still doing stuff. He's got another thing that he did at the same time, and it's still going, called Onward Bound. So you can go to onwardbound.net. In fact, let me put that in the live chat. Onwardbound.net. Here it goes. Pinterest Apparel. What? So Onward Bound. Onward Bound is it is a fantasy western. So you got like elves, dwarves, mages, whatever, the Lord of the Ring type creatures, I guess, characters, species, but within an American Western setting, right? So I forget what his tagline was, because he came to Seattle in 2006, went and actually had a table in the Emerald City Comic Con, and he would try to pitch this Onward Bound, and he'd be like, you got this, that, this, and dwarves with shotguns. That's the only part I remember, is the dwarves with shotguns. And so it's kind of cool. He's I don't know if he had it up as a webcomic for a while. He's done some I think he's doing a tabletop like role-playing game too. He did do an audio like drama, which actually I was pretty impressed with the audio drama, I gotta say. Like, because it was just him and his family and friends. They went into I think they rented a studio and they did it. His wife played the main character, which is this blue-haired, I don't know if you want to call her a cowgirl, but she's like the stranger, right? The stranger that rolls into town and is kind of a mercenary type person, and it's the hero. I might not be representing her very well, but his wife did the voice for the main character, Serrata Blue, and I was like, it's just like you want to be supportive, but at the same time you're kind of like expecting, oh, they're going to do this production. You're having your wife do voice of the main character, and you're like, it's probably going to just be really amateurish. It's actually pretty good from what I remember. Like, so hold on, guys. I'm just show you an example of some of his work. So some of these are okay. So actually, got my gloves again. Trying to see if there's an example of. Oh, hold on. I think I actually do have an example of Nate and Terry. Sorry, impression of vocab again. Okay. Are we in this version? Oh yeah, we are in this version. Okay, so I don't even need gloves for this one. But that's okay. I don't know if you can see it. So this is the main character DC, based on my cousin Derek Chen. I think he actually goes by DC Chen now. ATM machine. This is his friend Eric, based on Eric, and also their roommate Lily, based on a bunch of Asian women that he knows. So there isn't an actual person named Lily that he knows that's based on. She's an amalgam, a composite. I don't know. Okay, so and then we were introduced. This is the one. This is the comic that we were introduced in. So there is me, and so if you'll notice, if you look at my YouTube avatar icon, I actually based it on this. I cut it out from one of the webcomics, put it in there. So I've been a webcomic. Oops. I've also been a plushie. This was done by a different friend. I should promote her stuff too. But yeah, Derek. So Derek doesn't do Otaku Blues anymore. That's what this is, right? Otaku Blues. Otaku Blues! He's focusing on Onward Bound. Find a good example of it. Dusty. It's one of his books that he sold at convention. Main character. Yeah. I think it's pretty interesting. I think his main idea was that you don't really have a lot of eras, I guess, within America where you can do some kind of mythology, right? Like Tolkien created mythology basically for Britain through Lord of the Rings, right? The idea is that this is taking place. I think the idea was that the Lord of the Rings stuff is supposed to be taking place. Middle Earth is supposed to be, the British past. So it's sort of like how you could kind of think, Zeus and all those characters are supposed to be like part of Greek mythology, part of their past. Lord of the Rings is sort of supposed to be like British mythology, right? I believe. And so I think my cousin's idea was, well, how can we do a mythology for America? And he argued that the Wild West, the Old West, Western expansion, was probably the, I don't know, most romantic period of American history, I guess. It makes sense. I think it's a good setting if you want to do a fantasy setting. Create American mythology, do it in the West. So you got elves and dwarves and what have you, humans with magical guns. And it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting. Like, honestly, I wish he had more support so that he could, like, if he could just focus on this, and not have to, like, if he could actually use this to support himself creatively, I think it would be cool. Let me look at the live chat. What's going on? Frasier. I talked about Fraser earlier. Wilson. Castaway. Is Luther a doctor? What is going on? John Q as well. Maybe John Q as well. Princess Bride? Sure. Men in Tights. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you love Men in Tights. Bugaloo? Electric Bugaloo? What? Doors with Shotguns. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Seriously, what is Luther doing? He's peeing on the TARDIS. Wilson? Wilson! I don't understand that. Yes. Netflix Luther, as in Idris Elba? Cool comic? Yes. Oxby, Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Give me a second, guys. Just reading your comments. I'm just reading your comments. Cowboys versus Aliens. I don't think I actually watched that. I remember it. I didn't watch it. I think it's based on a comic, right? Was that starring Thanos? Wait, Cowboys versus Aliens was a trilogy? Oh, Lord of the Rings? Anyway, I've never read Lord of the Rings, but I got Lord of the Rings on Kindle for like really cheap, I believe. It was one of those deals. He wasn't actually peeing on the TARDIS. It's a bobblehead. He doesn't drink, therefore he does not urine me. Oh, excuse me. Man, that was a good vocab impression. Except this is not caffeinated. Oh man, my vocab impression is just so spot on. Bada bada ba. Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Punching Pandas. Check them out. Ooh, is there 5 people watching now? Oh, 2 of those are probably me though. That's stupid. 80s playlist. Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh man. Oh, Star Trek. Off duty. Dina said duty. You know, to me, Call of Duty just means Call of Nature, just more specific. What are we talking about free music for? '80s playlist. Oh, right. Guardians playlist. Poo poo. You're making me do this. I know. You do this on purpose. I know what you're going to do, Sean. I'm doing this just for you, Sean, because you wanted it. I know you like it when I do that. What else can I talk about? Maybe I should just end this stream. Onward Bound. Go to onwardbound.net. Check him out on Twitter, Facebook. Don't really know what he's doing right now in terms of Onward Bound. It's good stuff, though. In one of the books, he actually dedicated it. I think it was a dedication to my mom, because he was. Sorry, I just don't want to get fingerprints on my books. I'm weird that way. I'm trying to remember which book it was. This book? I should just look at the date. This is a nice thick book too. I mean, you know, for him kind of being an independent artist. Oh yeah, this is part of the book. Let's see, I think the dedication to my mom is on the last page. Where is it? Okay, so the panels in this book. Hold on, I want to make sure I can see what I'm showing. So, once upon a time, onward bound. Once upon a time in Roughtside, chapter 0, I guess. So these panels, he would post them on the web. I think like one panel per post. I don't think he did one every day because that was hard. I think maybe he was trying to do one once a week. I'm not sure. But he also had a day job. And what had happened was, so he says here in memoriam, one is to his dad, who passed away in 2008. And then another one, he said, this book is also dedicated to the memory of Elaine, who sadly passed away the same day the last page of this story was posted online. Rest in peace, Tuan E. That's what he calls her. Tuan is her name. Chinese name, E means auntie. You've earned it. That's cool. I mean, I don't think she's earned anything, right? Like rest, right? As Christians, right? We don't merit rest in the Lord, right? That's something that's given to us by grace. But I appreciate the sentiment. Just something people say. We don't always think about what we say, right? So I'm not trying to throw shade on him. I appreciate him putting that dedication in there. But yeah, this is cool. Look, this little book here that he published, you can actually go on Amazon. Like, look on Onward Bound on Amazon, or look up DC Chen or Derek Chen, Darrick. You can actually buy his stuff on Amazon. I think you might even be able to buy this. I'm not sure. Some of these you can. There's one book that I haven't, most of the books that I have from him, he gave to me, right? And then some of the other ones, because we haven't been able to see each other that much, I bought through Amazon. And what was funny is I was asking him about his sales, and I think he may have suggested that like maybe one person that he was saying, so many people had, not that many people had bought that particular book, and then he was saying like, I think maybe he may have said something like, oh, like 3 people bought it, and they're all people I know. I was like, how do you know? He's like, because there was, there's 3 sales and 2 of them told me they bought it. He's like, I think maybe he said one person that he might have said 3 people bought it, 2 people bought it that I know. So 2 of the people that bought it, I know them personally. And he's like, and I was like, how do you know? He's like, oh, because it showed that there were 3 sales, and they told me that they bought it. And I was like, but then I also bought it. So there was that one sale that was me, but I didn't tell him I bought it. So I didn't have the heart to tell him, at the time at least, that I was the one that bought it. I think he figured it out later on because I posted that I had it, and then I think he put 2 and 2 together. But looks good, right? I think you can. I don't know if you can buy that book or not. You go to onwardbound.net for his website. I don't know if. I think. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it links to any. I think there's 2 places that you can actually buy his books, the ones that are available. I hope my using my computer right now is not messing with the stream. Let me just go on Amazon. Just going on Amazon. Just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. I feel like I should do a freestyle. Okay. Books. I'm gonna just look up Derek Chen. I always feel weird using his name because I feel like I'm doxing him, but pretty sure that he's using that as. Okay, yeah. Just look up Derek. Oh yeah, you can get that book. You can get 3 of his books. Sorry, I don't know if you've looked already. Got it. You went to his website. Oh, Corins, good to see you, sis. Good night, sis. Yeah, go to Amazon. Just type in Derek Chen, Darrick Chen, Chen, and you'll see 3 books called Onward Bound. Looks like that's all there is. 3 of the books. I think all the other books that I have of his, they were just like limited releases at conventions. Actually, I might only have 2 of these books. Okay, so these 2 are the books that I have that are available on Amazon. I think this is the one I bought off of Amazon. And then there is another one called Once Upon a Time in Roughside Game of Chance. I think that's the one I don't have. So I think he follows 2 different characters, or 2 different set of characters. You got Serata Blue. She's kind of a loner. If you ever saw the movie Quick and the Dead, I guess it's kind of sort of like that character. And then you have these characters. And I don't know if they've ever actually met up with Serata Blue. But these are also... I don't know. I've read this before. I don't remember who these characters are called. But they're sort of like... I think these are sort of like anti-heroes in a way, I think. I'm not entirely comfortable with defining that term. The vague idea what you would call it. They're sort of like if you ever watched Firefly, that Joss Whedon show starring Nathan Fillion and et al. It's more of an ensemble. Sort of like that. Or like Han Solo, right? He's kind of like a criminal, but he's kind of a good guy. That kind of thing. Oh, you're gonna get it? You're gonna get the books? Awesome. You should get the Panda stuff too. You never watched Firefly? Yeah, it got canceled. It got canceled after half a season, and they aired everything out of order. Man, that's crazy. Because here's the thing with Firefly. They had shot a 2-hour pilot, so that would have been shown probably either as a 2-hour premiere or maybe shown in 2 parts. And that 2-hour pilot, basically, 2 hours with commercials, so maybe 90 minutes. But that introduced the story, because you had this crew, kind of a Han Solo type crew, except you had a bunch of people, and they end up meeting these fugitives from the law, and fugitives end up becoming part of their crew. Fox didn't like it for some reason. I think maybe they thought the pilot was too dark, so they were like, okay, they actually gave them a chance to do another pilot. So what they ended up doing was the second pilot was basically a story that took place after the crew of the Firefly and the 2 fugitives had joined them. So they were already part of the crew. And that was the first episode that they aired. And it was basically just a train heist. So we had no idea why they joined, why these people were all together. And so there was a little bit of exposition to kind of explain why they were this crew. And basically the crew, this is supposed to take place like years in the future. It's supposed to be a sci-fi western. It takes place years in the future. It's after Civil War, against the Alliance and the Brown Coats. The Brown Coats lost, and the main characters, most of them were part of the war. A couple of them were part of the war as part of the Brown Coats, the losing side. And so then they bought a ship. They got a ship. They're trying to ship stuff. And they might smuggle some stuff too, like Han Solo, right? But they end up also becoming kind of heroes, right? They just want to do business. They kind of get involved, and they're, you kind of have this kind of Star Wars like situation. right? Because the Alliance is just like this oppressive regime, and then they're not really out to resist the Alliance exactly, but then they just find themselves doing things. They find out stuff that the Alliance is doing, and they have to, do stuff to resist the Alliance. I'm not telling this very well, I know, but basically what happened with Firefly was that they aired a bunch of the episodes out of order, and it didn't work. They didn't give it a proper introduction, and what ended up happening was it got canceled, and they ended up deciding to air the pilot that nobody showed, that they didn't originally show, as the last episode. Like, oh, watch the unaired pilot. And I think a lot of people saw that and they're like, why didn't you show this first? Like, this is such a good introduction. So after it got canceled, it actually, oh my gosh, explosion. Sounded like a gunshot. I don't actually know what a gunshot sounds like in real life. It happened earlier too. 7:30 earlier. Anyway, the show got canceled, but then it did really well on DVD sales, like on Amazon. Like it was like top sales. So Universal, I think, took notice, and they're like, "Hey, let's do a movie to kind of continue the story." And I think the idea was that if the first movie did well, they would. Oh, so actually, Firefly is the type of the ship. The ship is actually called Serenity, so I should have said the crew of the Serenity. Anyway, the idea is if the movie did well, they would try to do a trilogy. The movie did not do well, not that well, unfortunately. But what they were able to do, at least with the movie, is at least finish up one storyline. So, in a way, the movie, if you watch the series and then watch the movie sort of acts kind of like, I think maybe a season. Oh my gosh, what is that? Kind of acts like a season finale. I feel to the story. So it ties up one storyline or a couple storylines. I think it's worth watching. Watch Firefly. You should get the there was a comic that took place that sort of bridges the gap between the end of the series and the movie. I would highly suggest getting that too because it fills in some gaps. And then there have been some comics that were released after the movie, since the movie didn't get a trilogy. And the comics, I don't know if the comics tell any. I think one of the graphic novels told the story of what takes place after the movie, but I think a lot of the comics. So one of the comics is a backstory for one of the characters, because there's one of the characters, he's a preacher, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding him, and we never get a chance to reveal his backstory. So they went ahead and revealed that in a graphic novel through flashbacks and stuff. And then there's other books that there's one set of stories that there's one book where it's basically like it could be an episode of Firefly. It would take place sometime during the show. I don't think they even place it in a specific place within the show. You just know it would take place during the show, the time period of the show, not during not after the movie, not around the movie time. So there's graphic novels, but I would just watch the series. I don't know if it's available on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Watch the series. You don't have to read the tie-in comic that takes place in between. I'd say read it though, and then watch the movie. I mean, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I've watched it a few times, so I don't know. I just keep talking and I don't look at your comments. Get this for the kids. You never watch Firefly. Watch a little bit of Firefly. You've seen Serenity. Oh, you like Serenity? You love The Expanse. Can't stop the signal. You like Serenity? That's cool. Yeah. Trivial Pursuit. Sure. Apologetics, Trivial Pursuit. How would that even work? I'm not demanding anyone watch Firefly, so hopefully that will make you watch it. Kind of like how I put things off indefinitely. Yes, it did. Sounds sort of like that. I know we've discussed public knowledge. LOL. Sounds a little like mortar fireworks. Yeah, I guess kind of. Oops. Too slow to be gunfire. Ooh, yeah, Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Ooh, they had tie-in comics for that too, I think. I don't think I ever bought that though. You don't know what Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog is? It's not really a YouTube thing. It's Dr. Horrible sing-along blog was actually a Joss Whedon thing too that Neil Patrick Harris was a part of. It's a musical. Neil Patrick Harris is a villain, but he is arguably the protagonist of the story as well, even though he's the villain. And the hero is the antagonist. Just look it up. It's another Joss Whedon production. Speaking of Joss Whedon, another one that he did that got canceled was Dollhouse. I'm really bad at like presenting premises of shows. Just watch Dollhouse. It got canceled too, but they finished it up. Like they knew they were getting canceled, so they finished up the storyline in 2 seasons. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was interesting. The funny thing was, it's like all of Joss Whedon's shows, almost all of them have gotten canceled, right? Buffy the Vampire Slayer got canceled when it was on UPN, and then when it was on the WB, and then they got 2 more seasons on UPN. But technically, Buffy was canceled. Angel spinoff of Buffy was on the WB, just like Buffy. That was canceled after 5 seasons. So, and it was concurrent with Buffy for a while. I think after Buffy ended, I think the 7th season of Buffy coincided with the 4th season of Angel. So then Angel got 1 more season, then got canceled. Firefly was actually around the same time. So Joss Whedon actually had 3 shows at one time: Buffy, Angel, and Firefly. Firefly got canceled after half a season. And then I think after that they got Dollhouse, starring a Buffy Angel alum, Eliza Dushku. That got canceled. The only one that didn't get canceled, that hasn't gotten canceled, I mean it's still on, is basically Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Though I think his brother is more of the showrunner. Though he is technically, I think Joss Whedon is technically the executive producer. And I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. well enough, but not as much as I like the other shows. I mean, even from the beginning, I wasn't so into it, you know? It's like, it just figures, right? Like the one of Joss Whedon's shows that I don't like as much is the one that lasts. And I mean, Buffy lasted basically, right? It got 7 seasons total, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still going on. I haven't watched any of this current season. I did like the last season. That's the one where that's like actually the first season where I really got into the characters. And that's the one that sort of leads into Endgame or Infinity War. Yeah, that was last season. Was that season? I think that was season 5. I think we're on season 6 right now. Is it? Do you know? Is it? How long have I been on? Has it been 2 hours? I don't know. What is NPH? Neil Patrick Harris. Hey, you watched Dollhouse? Seriously? My vocab impression again. Oh, that's cool. No, that's cool. Vocab. Spot on. That was my David Wood impression. He always says everything is spot on. Ooh, look at my hair. It's kind of emo. NPH, yep. Juno has not seen Dollhouse either. Wait, who's seen Dollhouse? Oh, the Leaving Thinkers has not seen Dollhouse. No idea what that is. Don't say it. I think we're the same ages. Last show I watched, The Ranch. Still got to catch up on that. Sean is. Junior, you're too young. OC, okay. Sean, you're not old. Season 7. They're on season 7 right now? Really? Maybe that's right. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Is my stream kind of choppy? I'm testing out this ultra low latency thing, so it should be only 4 seconds delayed. Okay, what else do you guys want to talk about? You got any questions for me? I should really just stop this stream and like take care of stuff. But with the BUTT, do you have any questions? I'm taking your questions. Did I get put in timeout in my corners now? Did you get put in timeout? What you talking about, Willis? What are we going to do when Hangouts is no longer a thing? You mean like Google Hangouts? Is that what you're talking about? Believing thinkers? I don't know. Or you mean just people like getting together? I don't know. What do you know? Why are you saying You are talking about Google Hangouts. Wait, are they getting rid of Google Hangouts like all together, or just like Google Hangouts integrated with YouTube live streams? Oh, we gotta hang out in person, most def. You know what? If I ever met most def in person, I would call him Mr. Definitely, just not to be overly familiar. And then I would refer to him as Most Definitely. And then if we're on first name basis, I would probably call him Most. And then if we're close friends, maybe Most. Or maybe I should call him Most Def if we're close friends. And then if we're really close, I can just call him Most. Would I call him Def? Maybe call him Def. Yeah. It'd be kind of like ironic, but not ironic, right? Because maybe it's like his music isn't that good. Hey, Def. Okay, sorry. Are you guys asking me questions? I wanted to have all of you in a Google Hangout session. Oh, yeah. Man, I did not want to miss that Google Hangout, dude. My internet was all like wonky. Was that the same day as the... Was the Google Hangout the same day as the end show? Vocab's end show? Or was that the day before? Man, I was just dealing with stuff with my internet. That sucked. Modef? What? Oh, that would be dope. You sound just like Vocab. Def. Modef. Yeah, same day. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was just trying to take care of my internet, man. My internet was restored just like less than an hour, I think, before the anniversary show. Oh man, I mean, I had my phone. Like, I'd finally gotten a smartphone, and I was like, okay, worst comes to worst, I can watch it on my phone. But that would have sucked to watch it on my phone, because then I just keeping track of the super chats and all that. I don't know. Suck. It would have sucked. It's pretty awesome though, right? The show, the end show, like we pulled it off. We pulled that off. I wish Vocab had cried a little bit more. I wish he'd been a little bit more surprised, but I still think we pulled it off. Any more questions? I don't even know. Did I even get a question? That show was awesome. Do you have any Ann show questions? Oh, you did have so many internet issues during the show. Roxby. Oh, that video was dope. And Connie Manny Michael killed it. He killed it. He killed it with the video. Love it. Love it. I love it. Hey, Sean, we haven't seen you in any of the vocab hangouts yet. Like, I've only done... the only hangout that we've ever actually been in together was John McCrae's first hangout, I think. Right? I didn't go to his second one, though I watched that. Oh. Yeah, you're busy. Did so many takes. Yeah, okay. Speaking of our video messages, I said this yesterday in my live stream. I did so many takes. 12 takes, I think. because I basically just in one sitting wrote it. I kind of had an idea of it conceived prior to that, but then it was like coming to the deadline. So I just sat down, wrote it, set up my camera, set up my lighting, and just try to chuck it out. Did some rewriting in the middle. So I think there was about 12, 13 takes. So I'm thinking of putting those together. And oh, I feel like another vocab impression is coming. And I'm thinking of putting all the outtakes together. Plus, Roxby already knows this because I said this yesterday. Plus, showing the message that was included in the video but uncut. Because obviously, if you watch the video, my message was split into two, so it kind of bookends the video. But there was a little bit at the end of my message that was cut out, and so Roxby and Dinu know what's the end, but nobody else does. So I'm thinking of just putting together all the outtakes and then putting my final message at the end, uncut, and then posting that as a premiere sometime. So maybe I'll do that this week. Maybe I'll edit it, post it, and then set it up a couple days ahead so that maybe people who are interested can actually come in and watch the premiere. And then I'll promote it in the Squad Up group. Yeah, 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 yeah. Any more questions? Those burps are not all me. That was vocab. That's a vocab impression, a spot-on vocab impression. I miss few of them in 2020 meetups. I did so many takes trying to catch up on school. Yes, that's correct. Arizona adoption for the block. Yep. Ohio, second and 9/11. What? Virginia in the fall. December 11th. No, dude, the burbs are all you. I am sad I have not seen the outtakes. You're sad that you haven't seen the outtakes. Oh, there will be outtakes to be seen. Man, when did I start this stream? Oops. Trying to see how much. Oh, I can't actually go back and wait. Just my outtakes? What you talking about, Willis? Oh yeah, I'm not posting anyone else's outtakes. Goodness sakes. Would you trust me? No, I'm posting my outtakes plus. I mean, my original take plus what was cut out. So is that an outtake? It's not really an outtake. It's a cut take. So it was a take that was cut. The leading fingers. It's true. Oh wait, Sean. Oh. Hold on. 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 Wait. 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 I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Dang it. April. No. May. No. May. April 1st. Dang it. I'm trying to remember something. I'm trying to remember something. That was not me farting. I wonder if vocab's ever farted on camera. We just couldn't hear it. Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling for you and for me. Oh, stupid slow computer. Oh, I wonder if this is messing with my stream. Shh, no, computer, stop. I forgot I changed the wake word from my Alexa. I'm hilarious. Oh, watch this. Computer, volume 8. Computer, Earl Grey hot.
Sorry, I don't know that.
What? Computer, tea, Earl Grey hot.
That beverage has not been programmed into the replication system.
Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling for you and for me. See on the portal, he's watching and waiting for you and for me. Come home, all who are weary, come home. Oh, slow computer. Waiting for you and for me. May 14th. Now I remember. May 14th. I don't know if that was already said. Was that already said in the live chat? Ooh. Ooh, I can feel the fan now when I lean back. No wonder I'm so hot. You said it. You said it publicly in a live chat. You said that was your birthday. Dude. I'm not revealing anything. You already revealed it publicly on Vocab's channel, which is got a lot more viewers than I do. Your Facebook profile says something else. Well, I already doxed your birthday in the Squad Up group, so. Anyway. Okay, so onwardbound.net. Check out punchingpandas.com. Check out the Indiegogo in the link. Don't forget to like, sub, and subscribe. If you've already hit the like button, don't hit it again because you'll just unlike. If you've hit the unlike button, hit it again. If you haven't hit the unlike button, don't hit the unlike button. Please, just don't be one of those. Don't be one of those jerks. Remember Plushie Me. Remember... Boop, 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 boop. I want to find the one. I don't know if it's actually in here. Etoribachi Osoranzu ni Ikiyoko Yume miteta Samisisha Oshikomete. Okay. Here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. So you remember Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? My cousin did one episode where Nate and Terry go to White Castle. Now, if you'll notice, this one right here, I'm pretty sure this is the one where I got my YouTube avatar from. I cut this one out, right? Compare it. Is it the same? I think that's the one. He looks more smiley in this one. No, that's the one. Part of the reason I took this one too is because it was the biggest resolution. So just cut that out. Boom. You looking for this? So that's pretty awesome. This one was this entire panel was about me. Funny. Anyway, this is paper. This is paper. It's not glossy. I mean, I'm sure there's fingerprints, but you can't see it. So unless somebody starts dusting it, you're going to hit my profile. Something else. I am going to hit it with all my profiles. Hit. What? We're going to wait for vocab to hit unlike. How is it that for some like button action glow for all books? No. Gosh, how long have I been live? This is crazy. Dang, I've just been here talking forever and ever. That's my impression of vocab, because you know when he gets excited, he just goes all like high pitch. Oh, it's good to see you, warrior woman. Right? Like, oh, he's like looking at the live chat. And he's like, oh, dang, hey, bro, hey, Tony Tavano, I didn't see you there. What's up, dude? Vocab. What he does, he gets excited, and sometimes he's just like all like flat tone. He's just like, so all got his like fake glasses on and stuff. You know, he's got his fake glasses on, and I don't have a vocab type hat. But his fake glasses on. He's just like looking at the comments, just like, oh yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah, I got 100 viewers, and that's really cool. I'm really elated. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me a second, guys. Just checking your comments. Checking your comments, guys. Just checking your comments. Yeah. Just give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, hey, Sean, Believe in Thinkers. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, hey, what's going on, brother? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Sicilian. Oh, hey, K-Dub. It's been a minute. Yeah, anyway, everyone should subscribe to K-Dub. Yeah, he's doing some dope stuff out there. Yeah, dope stuff, K-Dub. Much love to you all. Much love to you all. Can I burp during his freestyle? Oh, you stupid Nate. You're stupid. Yeah. Okay. Gotta play a beat. The Soak will be bringing the heat. And then Vocab's just like trying to feel the beat, right? He's playing a beat. He's just like, oh yeah. Is this the freestyle? Just kidding. He's not gonna watch this. Here's a trick. Speed up some of Vocab's freestyles. Sounds interesting. Like 1.5 speed, 2x speed. Sometimes 2x speed is too fast. Sometimes it sounds kind of legit. Just like, oh, dang, that guy can spit some verse, right? You know, that guy can just spit some verse. You don't know what's going on, you know. So it's pretty cool. Like, Vocab owes 5 freestyles right now. So I haven't been pushing the Super Chat as much. I've been trying to push the PayPal more. Anyway, I should really get off this stream. Okay. Indiegogo, Punching Pandas, onwardbound.net. Remember to hit like and subscribe to an A2D2. And I will catch you on the flip side. Good night, y'all. Turn your radio up.